Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Good, sir. How you doing?
Good. Hey, I just want to ask you a little bit about what kind of improvements you all saw along the O line, just game one to game two. Where were you guys better at Baylor that maybe you had some struggles with in the opener?
I think one of the biggest improvements we had from game one to game two was just moving with more speed, moving with greater pace, just having everybody gel a little bit more, as we continue to play together and just move together, just learn how everybody's going to move, how they're going to step, what type of foot placement they're going to have, and just continuing just to get that cohesiveness as great as it can be. I've seen a lot of improvement. There's a lot more improvement that can be done, but I think that's the biggest improvement I've seen.
And as far as the pass protection in particular, did you guys as a group maybe make some strides there from game one to game two?
Yes, sir. Again, just trying to figure out how everybody's moving around, getting guys just little small little details that people might have been missing in the first game, just getting it identified, getting it corrected. That's what we've been really focusing on, just the small little minute details that some people might look over that we needed to fix. And we've been getting those fixed as much as we possibly can.
I'm not sure if you guys have had the chance to go over the film as a room yet, but the safety that you guys gave up, I guess, have you seen what happened on that play and what the offensive line maybe did wrong there?
On that play, I have looked at the film, but on that play there, just continue to have everybody finish. I feel like that's really what it was. Just because we were sliding right and everybody was kind of just blocking us to the right. And then we had somebody on the backside kind of get slipped up a little bit. Guy slips through. We can't have that. I mean, obviously. But, just kind of getting those things taken care of, getting it identified on film, seeing where we went wrong, seeing where those steps needed to be for everybody back there, including our backs and everybody just getting our eyes right and everything. So, we take full responsibility of it and we're going to get it corrected. But just continue just to see it as a place to learn and just something to grow from.
Hey, have you seen Puka Williams grow as a leader over the last couple of years, and if so, in what ways?
That kid's great, man. I mean, he's done a lot of things on and off the field. I mean, he's continuing to be more of a vocal leader because, I mean, we all seen he does amazing things on the field, which continues to encourage other people around them to do as great as they can. But off the field, he's been using his more words, you know what I'm saying, just letting them know that, hey, I know I do my stuff on the field, and you guys are kind of looking for me to say stuff sometimes. So he's continued to step into that role, and he's been doing a really good job at it. He could do way better. I'm not saying he's doing bad, but he's improving, and that kid's great, man. That kid's really good.
How much fun is it to block for a guy with that kind of ability?
It's fun. It really is. It truly is fun. Just watching that kid doing some things he does, man, it's crazy sometimes. Just the ability that kid has. I mean, he's a really good kid, great running back, and I can't wait to continue to block for that kid.
Hey, Belton Gardner has had some good moments too there in the backfield. Just do you guys feel like you could become a pretty solid running team by the end of the season? And what kind of maybe needs to change to make that happen?
I definitely feel like we can. I definitely feel like we've shown that in the past. And I've been, again, Belton. I mean, that running back room is amazing. I mean, some of those kids back there, I just be like, wow. You just amaze me every day. But Belton is another one. Really good kid, really explosive. I mean, you've seen that guy. His edge, he's gone. I haven't really seen him get hawked down, I think, once. But that kid's really good. And, again, yes, I feel like some of the stuff we as, like, offensive linemen can do to just help improve that room back there with the running backs is just continue to finish people and just put guys into the ground because when those holes open up for those kids, they're gone.
Chris, you were asked about Puka as a leader. What about the offensive line? Who's the leaders of the line?
I feel like we all have our own individual leadership roles, but I feel like the main leaders are me, Api Main, and then Malik Clark, left tackle. Just guys kind of continue to step up and identifying where we need to improve, just being those leaders on off the field for the whole offense and just continue to keep the energy up in that room and on as far as with the team. We have a lot of leaders. I feel like you can't just say, hey, I'm the leader, nobody else can be a leader. I feel like you need a team of leaders to have an efficient offense. So everybody has their own roles that they need to step into, and we all have been stepping into those roles, and just everybody's been really communicative and just standing there saying, hey, this is what I see, and we need to improve on it. People just taking it in, learning, and improving from it.
You mentioned Malik. What's he told you about what it's like playing left tackle for the first time?
He's loving it. I mean, it's new for him, of course. but he's loving every second of it, doing the best that he can. He's improving every day, and I love to see that kid just do some of the things he do. That kid's very athletic.
We've heard before that it can be challenging when you block for a quarterback who might be running all over the place. You might not know where he is, behind you. What are some of the challenges with that when you've got a guy like Jalon who can, pretty much break out of the pocket at any time?
As an offensive lineman in general, that's something you just kind of have to handle when it happens. Because, if a quarterback's go to his feet, you want him to go to his feet. When he needs to get up out of there, he gets out of there. And then as offensive lineman, our responsibility is to just block up the guy in front of us as long as we can and put him in the dirt whenever the opportunity presents itself. But the quarterbacks that we have, you just got to keep blocking, and you'll feel it. Because most time when you're blocking a defensive lineman, you can tell when the quarterback breaks it because they're trying to not really go forward anymore. They're trying to go lateral or try to pivot to, because most time quarterbacks will break out the pocket. So you kind of feel it. And our job as offensive linemen is to roll with it and just put that guy in front of us in the dirt.
Can you take us inside the huddles on Saturday and just Jalon Daniels, his ability to command the huddle as a freshman, and just what you saw out of him in that first experience?
Jalen's going to be special. I'm saying it right now. Jalen's going to be really good. He did a great job this weekend, just commanding the huddle, great energy, great focus. Just that kid's level to improve is outstanding inside this room. But he did a really good job, in my opinion. He handled it as well as I've seen anybody do it. And we have a lot of great quarterbacks in our room, but I have no doubt when he steps in the field that he knows what he's doing or anything like that. He did a great job.
Hey, obviously he's a pretty young guy playing a position with a big spotlight on him. And I'm sure there were probably some learning moments for him, just kind of getting his first career start on the road. What were maybe some of those that he can learn with and maybe develop because of what he went through?
I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'm not a quarterback. I'm an offensive lineman. I handle my job. But for him, I feel like he's just continuing just to probably learn how to read the defenses and just being poised in the pocket and stuff like that. But other than that, that kid, I'm trying to say, you watch the film, that kid is great. That kid's amazing. And in my opinion, he did a great job. And I wouldn't be happier block for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So he did a really great job. And there's probably stuff the quarterback coach is going to tell him to improve on. And I know he's going to attack it full on. He's going to take responsibility for anything he did, and he's going to improve.
Chris, outside of that 161-yard touchdown run by Velton in week one, getting the big explosive plays has been a bit of a challenge through 2 games so far this year. So what do you think has been, when looking back, what do you think's been missing on getting more of those explosive plays?
In my opinion, I feel like the things that we, quote unquote, could be missing or can improve on is just finishing the little things. When I tell you watch the film, it's very small things. This guy probably stepped just half a hair off and he didn't close off a gap, or just small stuff that people can finish on and just finish it. You know what I'm saying? And just execute it. I feel like those are things that we can always improve on as players in general, and that we're going to continue to improve.
Coach Miles just mentioned that he'd like to see Puka get some more touches as the week goes on. Is that something that getting him more touches can really open up this offense?
Oh, I love when we run the ball, because it just gets really physical inside the box for us, and I love that type of stuff. So anytime they get the ball, just watching him work, I'm with it. I don't care who's back there, Puka, Velton, any of those backs. But if they're giving Puka the ball, we're going to block for him, we're going to finish him, and he's going to get in the end zone. I love it.
Hey, what do you guys have to worry about most facing this Oklahoma State defensive front?
We're still looking into Oklahoma State, kind of focusing on closing out Baylor, getting things closed off here, correcting those mistakes. But I feel like with any week that we go into, we're just preparing as smart as we can, figuring out their tendencies that they have, and then just conquering them when we see them again.
That's a top 25 team you're about to face. Do you feel like the level of competition is kind of going up and up every week for you guys? And just how do you kind of approach that as you're potentially about to see the toughest team you've seen so far?
We're not really focused on that. We're focused on ourselves, just improving our room, improving the offense as a general, improving the team, being the leaders that we can be, keeping our energy up, and we're going to attack whoever's in front of us. I don't care who it is.
Anything else for Chris?
Just building off of that, as you had mentioned, going into Oklahoma State, having been around the conference for quite a bit, Chuba Hubbard's, I'm sure, a name that's come up quite a bit. what does he present as a team for you guys coming into this weekend? I guess what has you guys concerned? I guess more so.
Again, same answer. Pretty much just what we're more concerned about with is the people in our room. You know what I'm saying? To improve. I feel like once we get that handled, it doesn't matter who's standing against us.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.